So the live stream got interrupted. Sorry about that. So there's some technical issues happening. This is a pro account. Still, it's live. Still, it got ended in 40 minutes. Not sure why it happened. Anyway, so let's continue with the. Deepalakhsmi, you can continue from the point.
The last thing I was telling about the indications of colors. So I was talking about the compact dry method. So here, if you see, when you place a sample of the food that we prepare, the color will change. That is, if there is a microbial growth, if there is a blue or a red color, it means there is an E. coli and coliforms type of bacteria. If there is a blue or a green, they will it means there is a coliforms bacteria, and if it's just blue, it means there's an yeast and mold. And also, you can use this method to check the lactic acid content, and we can also use this for many different types of molds or bacteria. We can use for Clostridium or Staphylococcus, all different types of bacteria, whatever are there, the food spoilage bacteria. With the single method, you can figure it out for everything. So so the conclusion, if you see, the food, the space food will have to be prepared in a very efficient manner, such that we don't have to compromise on losing any nutrients, and there should not be any compromise on losing any imbalance of the food, and the calories will have to be made in such a way that it is imbalanced, and the space food that we have to prepare will be which should be palatable over the period of time and should have an increased shelf life. Thank you.
Students, so she is one, she is a professional working in the field of food and science, diet and all these things, and we are working as a team of 12 members and doing research and development on space. So to Deepa, you can ask any doubts related to space foods or normally related to foods or diet kind of things. So questions are welcome, and Deepa, you can yes. So
Have a
Vignesh,
doubt.
Yes.
Okay.
Deepa, see, you told like foods can be preserved for 5 years, but how is it possible?
It is possible. I mean, not exactly 5 years. See, if you say, you're getting milk, right? The packet milk. You drink milk, right?
Yes, yes.
Okay. What milk do you drinking?
A coffee or hot chocolate.
Okay. Okay. For coffee, what milk do you use? Like, do you go for Avin or Arokya? You have heard of the brands, right?
No, we will put just coffee powder.
Okay, coffee powder with what?
Coffee powder and sugar.
Okay,
Sugar. Oh, so it's more of a black coffee. Okay. Okay, I'll give you another example. Okay, you go to the supermarket. Have you been to the supermarket?
Yes.
Okay. Do you see any powdered forms of milk powder? I mean, milk powder, have you seen it?
Yes.
Okay. Okay. So what do you think when you see a normal milk packet and when you see a powdered form? What do you think of it?
I think so they might dry it.
Okay. So when you, why do people dry it? It's because you can use it for a long period of time. Okay. That's why they use it. They dry the product so that the preservation, that is the shelf life is nothing but the using of the time, the product, the timeline of the product, it can be increased. Okay. So when you compare a normal milk packets, when you compare that with dried milk powder, the product life will be increased. That is, you can use it for a year or maybe 1.5, depending on the product. Okay.
Okay, Deepa, thank you.
Any doubts?
No.
Okay.
Okay, others. So Darsh, Adrit, Karthikeyan, Anish.
Yes, sir.
Any doubts related to food or food preservation or space food? Anything? The more question. Yes, yes. So because all of you are talking about Mars colonization, traveling
Is
to
there
Mars.
Futuristic, Jaku.
is there any compartment for this space?
என்னப்பா
ஒரு தனி compartment அது இருக்கா?
தண்ணி கம்பார்ட்மெண்டா?
Jagu is asking like where do they preserve it? Where do they make it? Is there any separate compartment for it?
Ask Deepa.
Yes. There are separate laboratories that we use for preparing the food. Okay. So if you see the ISRO, they have a separate laboratory called DRDO. Okay. It is Defense Research Organization. Under that, they will have separate labs. There'll be like big
இல்ல
labs.
space shuttle.
Yeah,
Is
space
there
shuttle is
any
there.
other big space companies using these?
Yeah, every company uses the ISRO uses the NASA uses the ISS uses everybody uses this.
Okay.
This is a vast topic. Okay, so
Like in ISS, it's like very costly. How much is the cost of the food?
it'll
per
be
day?
it'll be more. You know, the machine cost itself is like very high, and
Like it's 1 trillion crores.
I'm not sure of the cost.
Random அடிச்சு விடுறது.
No, Jagu, I heard ISS full cost in Indian money is 1 trillion.
சரி நான் சும்மா லாஜிக் சொல்றேன் பாரு. When you mass produce, the cost becomes less.
Okay, I'm asking
When
average per day. Average cost per day.
Cost
How
தான்
much?
not sure.
I'm not sure of the cost. Maybe I'll learn it and I'll find out and I'll let you know.
Okay, thank you.
பண்ணி கேட்பேன். எனக்கு தெரியல. But it's costly, definitely.
Yeah, Jagu, it takes more time and we should produce it more. That too in space.
Yes.
Okay, so we have questions from children and we have some researchers also here. Akshaya, Janani, Aishwarya, Jyotika, Srimati. You can also ask your questions, doubts, because we are all going to work together. So almost the entire crew is here, research crew. Space food team. So hope this session is useful for you, because Deepa, we also need to find where all these equipments are there in Chennai.
Yes,
So
sir.
that once we prepare some space food, we go and test these foods.
Okay.
Nice.
So
Thank you.
it depends on whatever food that we're going to prepare, sir. Like if you
Yes.
choose a specific method, based on that, I can tell you on this, so the equipments we require. So I was just telling you the methods and the equipments that we want to use for a specific methods.
Yes. Nice. So thank you so much. So this is a new topic and a new information from a professional. Thank you so much, Deepalakhsmi. So,
You're welcome.
students, if you have any questions, any doubts, you can reach out to us anytime, because we are working for past more than a few months. We are working and it's going to continue. Yes. So well done. If anyone want to join our team also, you can get in touch with us. You are welcome to. The more talent we have, the more sooner the projects will go. The works will happen faster. So thank you so much, Deepa. So let's I'm moving on to our next set of research crew members, that our young researchers crew member. Okay, so this is Deepalakhsmi's very first live presentation in Future Scientist Meet. So let's give a huge round of applause for Deepalakhsmi. All of you go unmute. On the count of 3, let's go. Let's give an applause. 1, 2, 3. Ready?
Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Deepa. Okay. Next, let's welcome.
Yes, sir.
So who is the first one? Anish, right? Anish or Sanjay? Anish. Okay, Anish is going. Okay. So next, our presenter from Young Research Crew is Anish Noel Prashanth. He's a grade 6 student from St. Patrick's High School, ICS. And he is going to present on this topic, the Lockheed Martin X-59, some BSS something, no? What is that?
Rocket, Jago.
Yeah. Wait,
Okay.
wait.
Very long name and
Not rocket, no. No.
Not rocket. Can you see my
fighter jet. Okay, okay.
That's also not a fighter jet actually.
No. Okay, so let's welcome Anish to explain more on this.
All the best.
Okay. Yes, Anish. The stage is all yours.
Jagu. Yeah,
Ingappa.
Jagu. Jagu, if the screen gets stuck, can you just tell me?
Yeah, yeah. Yes.
Okay. So, hi everyone. And today we'll be talking about the Lockheed Martin X-59 Quest. So it's actually Quest.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So can you see this GIF file?
No, we can see on content page with some 6 bullet points.
Oh yeah, then it's stuck.
Now I can see. Now I can see.
Can
It's
see now?
working. Yeah,
Yeah, we can see.
yeah.
We can see. Okay. So this is the plane I'm talking about. So let's go into the contents. So today's contents will be what is low boom flight demonstrator project, what is Quest, development of Quest, design of Quest, how is the X-59 designed to quiet the boom, and a brief summary of this presentation. So let's see about what is low boom flight demonstrator project. So the low boom flight demonstrator project or
Anish, I can see
LBFD,
only the first slide.
again, wait.
Yeah, now I can see the third slide.
Yeah, it's
One
loading
minute.
slowly, but it's loading down. No.
Yeah. Now yeah. Now can you see it? Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, now I
Okay.
can see.
So the low boom flight demonstrator project or LBFT project will be a demonstration of a sonic boom with greatly reduced noise in order to pave the way of commercial supersonic flight over land. So this project is like the Concorde, the first supersonic commercial
Yes.
flight. So it was actually banned because of the sonic boom. So this is a NASA's effort to to return supersonic flight with a noise which is greatly reduced to the sonic boom. So the sonic boom is reduced, the noise is reduced, and it is like for the people in the land should hear it. The noise should be very soft, so they should hear the noise very soft. So this program is responsible for managing the construction of the X-59 Quest experimental aircraft and proving its ability to create a sonic thump instead of an annoying supersonic boom. So this X-59 Quest is an so this program is developed for proving that it has an ability, that X-59 Quest has an ability to create a sonic thump, like that soft noise when you go supersonic, instead of the sonic boom. Once its readiness is proved, the X-59 will then be used by another project to conduct flight campaigns over a number of US communities. So after this this program this program is like proves that it has ready the X-59. So the X-59 will be used for another project that to collect data from number of US communities that how is the sound like is heard. So the project's technical goals are to design and build and test an experimental aircraft with a low noise sonic boom signature that is acceptable to communities and traceable to future civil supersonic airlines. Second one is to demonstrate that this is aircraft called X-59 Quest can produce an predictable range of supersonic boom signatures that help to validate low noise sonic boom design tools and that improves the understanding and prediction of atmospheric effects on low noise supersonic boom signatures. The third one is deliver the X-59 Quest that is capable of successfully supporting flight pages to generate community response data that assist regulators with developing a noise-based standard for commercial supersonic flight over land. So, which I explained now is generally this technical goals. So we'll go into the next one. So this is the insignia of the low boom flight demonstrator program or project by NASA. So let's see what is Quest. So this is the Quest plane. So it is the Lockheed Martin X-59 Quest or Quiet Supersonic Technology is an American experimental supersonic aircraft being developed at Skunk Works for NASA's low boom flight demonstrator project. So it is developed at Skunk Works of Lockheed Martin for NASA's low boom flight demonstrator project. Initial design started in February 2016 with X-59 Quest for delivery in late 2021 for flight test from 2022. It is expected to cruise at Mach 1.42, that is 1,510 kilometers per high and 55,000 feet. So it is 16,800 meters, creating a low 75 perceived level decibel thumb to evaluate the supersonic transport accessibility. So its design started in February 2016 and it is expected to cruise at Mach 1.42 and 55,000 feet, and it will be creating a low 75 perceived level decibel thumb. So the volume will be heard very softly to improve the supersonic transport accessibility. So let's see about the development of Quest. So can you see this figure? So this figure has everything I'm going to talk about.
Nice.
So I took it from NASA. So in February 2016, Lockheed Martin was awarded the initial design contract, aiming to fly in 2020 timeframe. A 9-scale model was to be wind tunnel tested from Mach 0.3 to Mach 1.6 between February and April 2017. The initial design review was to be completed by June 2017. On April 2, 2018, NASA awarded Lockheed Martin a $247.5 million contract to design, build, and deliver in late 2021 the low boom X plane. So this is the quest. On June 26, 2018, the US Air Force informed NASA it has assigned the X-59 Quest designation to the demonstrator. By October, NASA Langley Research Center had completed 3 weeks of in-tunnel testing of an 8% scale model with high AOIs up to 50 degree and 88 degree at very low speed, up from 13 degree in previous tunnel campages. Testing was static stability and control, dynamic forced oscillation, and laser flow visualization, expanding on previous experimental computational predications. From November 5, 2018, NASA was to begin tests over 2 weeks to gather feedback. Up to 8 tons a day at different locations will be monitored by 20 noise sensors and described by 400 residents, receiving a $25 per week compensation. To simulate the thump, an FA-18 Hornet is diving up 5,000 feet, that is 15,020 meters, to brief go supersonic for reduced shock wave over Galveston, Texas, an island, and a stronger boom over water. By then, Lockheed Martin had begun milling the first part in Palmdale, California. In May 2019, the initial major structural parts were loaded in the tooling assembly. In June, assembly was getting underway. The external vision system XVS was flight tested on King's Air at NASA's Langley Research Center. This will followed by high-speed wind tunnel tests to verify inlet performance predication with a 9.5% scale model at NASA's Glenn Research Center. The critical design review was successfully held on September 9 to 13 before the IRB report to NASA's inaugural Integrated Aviation System program by November. Then 80 to 90% of drawings should be released to engineering. The wing assembly was to be completed in 2020. In December 2020, construction was halfway completed and the first flight was planned for 2022. So this quest will be tested in this year, I think so. And after flight clearance testing at Armstrong Flight Research Center, an acoustic validation will include air-to-air Schwann imaging blacklight by the sun to confirm the shockwave pattern until September 2022. So it will be tested. It will be tested in the middle of the year, like June, July, and August. NASA will then flight test it to verify its safety and performance and to improve the quiet supersonic technology from mid-2020. Or US cities to evaluate community responses for regulator,
What did it do?
which could enable commercial supersonic travel. Community response flight test in 2023 and 2035 will be used for
Anish, did you move to the
Yes.
next slide? From the app
No,
to the picture.
I'm in development of Quest.
Okay, sorry.
Will be used for ICEO's Community on Aviation Environmental Protection meeting, that is CAEP 13, establishing a sonic boom standard in 2025. So this is like the development which has been taken over, and so they'll be testing it if it works in this year, and from 2023 to 2025 they'll be using this to see if it works, like if it they'll first try it in the US community, US in the United States, like in California, New York, and from there they will give a, if it's successful, they'll start exporting it to different countries and checking there, and they'll be checking it there, and so next we'll go on to design of Quest. So the design, the low boom explained, the X59 Quest will be 999.7 feet, that is 29.5 meters long, with a 29.5 feet, that is 9-meter wingspan, for a maximum takeoff weight of 3,300 pounds, that is 14,700 kg, propelled by a General Electric F414 engine. It should reach a maximum speed of Mach 1.5, that is 1,590 kilometers per hour, and cruise at Mach 1.42 or 940 miles per hour, that is 1,510 kilometers per hour, at 52,000 feet. The cockpit, ejection seat, and canopy came from Northrop T-13 and the landing gear from an F-16 Fighting Falcon. Its engines will provide 22,000 pound force, that is 98 kilonewtons of thrust. The ground noise is expected to be around 60 decibels, about 1/1000, as loud as current supersonic aircraft. This is achieved by using a long narrow airframe and canards to keep the shock waves from coalescing. It should create a 75 perceived level decibel PL decibels thump on ground as loud as the closing a door card. So when you close a door card, that sound should be heard to the people from the X59. Compared with what 105 to 110 perceived level decibels from Concorde. The central engine has top-mounted intake for low boom, but in inlet flow distortion due to vortices in a concern. The flush cockpit means that the long pointed nose cone will obstruct all forward vision. The X59 will use an Enchanted Flight Vision System (EVS) consisting of forward 4K camera with a 30° by 90° angle of view, which is compensate for the lack of forward visibility. United Technologies subsidiary Collins Aerospace was selected to supply its Pro-line fusion cockpit avionics, displaying the boom on ground and EVS with a long-wave infrared sensor. The Collins EVS 3600 multispectral imaging system beneath the nose is used for landing, while the NASA's External Vision System XVS is in front of the cockpit, giving a forward view. So can you see this picture? So this picture,
Yeah.
so this is the extended nose-shaped forward shock. So this is the extended the nose, and this is the Kanna. Oh my God. So this is the Kanna, and this is the canopy and ejection seat. So it will be here. This will be here. This is the fixed canard, and its engine is the General Engine 414 engine. So, and here is the external or enchanted forward vision system by the United Technologies subsidiary Collins Aerospace. So like they, because of the pointed nose, they won't be able to see the outside view from the canopy. So they fix this external or enchant forward vision system to see where they are going. So like on the forward, and in the landing gear, they have the Collins EVS 3600 multi-spectral imaging system beneath the nose, that is below the nose, and is used for landing. So to see how it lands, they have this system to see what is happening beneath the ground. So let's go on. So how is the X-59 designed to quiet the boom? Engineers incorporate several innovative design features into X-59 to make it quiet and help the pilot control the plane while in flight. So there are some modifications from the Concorde. So this is basically, it is given out from the its the feature is given out, its shape is given out from the Concorde, but they have made some modifications so that the quiet sonic thump is heard. So there are four main modifications that they have done. So one is the shape, windscreen, engine, and wings. So we'll see about that. So the shape, the X-59 unique shape, also known as its outer mold line, is designed to spread out supersonic shock waves in a way that it prevents the typical loud sonic boom heard underground. Instead, all people will hear is a quiet supersonic sonic thump, if they hear anything at all. So next we'll go into windscreen. So the windscreen, because the nose is long and skinny, the pilots won't be able to see the outside without help. The NASA's External Vision System, XVS, will ensure safe navigation. XVS uses a combination of sensors, computers, and HD displays to replace the forward-facing window in the standard aircraft. In the previous image, I showed that the external vision system is here. So, with the help of this, they are able to see the like outside what is happening. And so next go into engine. The X-59 will be propelled by a single high thrust engine that is also used
Anish,
in a yes.
if it disconnects, join back using the same link.
Yes, Tabu.
Okay, continue.
1 minute. So it's the engine will be placed on top of the X-59, so its noise will be directed away from the people on the ground. So the